Learn how to love what you have now before life teaches you how to love what you lost. Relying on the bottle, there's no easy way of living. Leaning on the handle for a coping mechanism. Yeah, addiction like a prison that you chose to incarcerate. Nobody put you in, nobody's making you stay. Just drinking yourself away. You could leave anytime if you tried. All the locks on the windows and doors are on the inside. You can let yourself out whenever you want, but you gotta want it to want. And if you don't want, you ain't gonna try, but you sure gonna drink. So you ask yourself, what's the real reason why? And instead you realize that nobody ever apologized for how they treated you. They just blamed you for how you reacted to them treating you like shit. And each time it happened, I would drink a little more. Looks like I'm drinking again. 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 Add on a divorce with 3 kids and no emotional support. Showing up in court for mediation, placement, and child support. And living too reckless leads you to crash a company, work van, and quitting your bunk-ass job. Cause they took you for granted and paid you for shit. Shit started looking better, but then you relapse. Your drinking gets heavy, the new girl that you're with leaves you and you're up all night, drunk, crying and sad, trying to thug it all out, but you're still trying, and you're still drunk, and now it's morning and you're running behind. Since all that just happened, so you're speeding to get to work and punching on time. Instead, you get pulled over with a suspended license, and the cop says he can't let you drive just fucking great. Now you go and get fucking fired from your new fucking job for fucking showing up fucking late. Looks like I'm drinking again. 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 Over half a handle of rum deep I'm in, so I call up the only friend I got left. His name is Brandon Keno, and see what the fuck's up next. And we know we're a couple of fucked up fuck-ups, and we're up in Green Bay with my last paycheck at the damn casino. After 2 hours I'm up $600. Keenan didn't have such luck, so we headed back to my crib and get high as fuck. Next thing you know, here I am drunk as hell, dropping Keno off at his place by 3 a.m. with tears in my eyes. Inside my head, contemplating suicide. Made my way home and my boy from Illinois called me up. Think he gave much love. By this time I'm 2 windows of rum and deep, talking all dumb and my head's not in the best spot. He said to block it out with some noise and take long drive down to Westmont. And by now it's 4 a.m. on the 3rd of July, so I took the chip out my phone and I started to drive without leaving a note or telling anyone I was leaving. Didn't even know what I wanted. By 6 a.m. I rode up in Westmont for a happy 4th of July. Meanwhile Fond du Lac is soon to find out that they had a missing guy. And after 4 days, the missing persons report was filed while we were getting so fucked up down there. It was pretty wild and I was a ghost, fucked up for days, set in my ways till I made it today. Now I was tracked down by the same woman that left me when I needed her the most, and she took me back up to Van Dyne. From then on I was sober, living in hell in the Wisconsin Dells. We tried to make it work, but what's the use between all the domestic violence and abuse? We were both toxic and we knew it's hard to form an alliance when there's no telling what either of us would do. So long trouble, I'll see you again. Finally that February we were through and moved back to Fond du Lac, where I held off drinking until April when I relapsed and started drinking again. Fast forward a few months, we made a full circle to the 4th of July. Found out the new girl I was seeing in Sydney was cheating on me with some guy. But you see, all this adds up to the reason why you rely on that bottle, and I'll be forthcoming of it all. But this leads to another exposure, to another disclosure. After all that I lost my fucking house in a sheriff's auction due to foreclosure, and I'm back to walking with a crutch, but I ain't even got a limp. I made friends with a bottle. It always lets me stay mean, while everyone else just keeps pushing me away. So if I don't let you know when I made it home, then just just assume I gave up trying to focus so much on living and started to focus more on dying. 70% of my time I spend trying to convince myself not to give up, trying to stand in the other 30%. I got a drink in my hand. Addiction is a complex condition inspired by a combination of factors including environment, trauma, and mental health struggles. These factors do not guarantee addiction but increase an individual's risk, and the only one that can help you is you. Looks like I'm drinking again. 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 Looks like I'm drinking